A week after the Flamingo first opened in 1946, it posted losses of $300,000. 6 months later, its founder and celebrity mobster, Bugsy Siegel, was shot dead in Los Angeles. In less than a year, all signs indicated that the Flamingo was headed for failure. But here we are in 2025, and the Flamingo continues to stand tall. It's now the oldest operating hotel on the Strip, and one of Vegas's most loved attractions. Over the years, the hotel has featured iconic residencies, undergone elaborate renovations, and even built its own real-life flamingo habitat. But is it still worth a trip in 2025? Let's take a closer look. The first thing you'll notice about the Flamingo is that it looks nothing like a structure out of the 1940s. That's because the hotel has gone through so many renovations and changed owners so many times that none of the original building remains. The first of these major renovations was in the 1970s, when the owners added nearly 2,000 new hotel rooms to the 100-odd-room property. Over the next 2 decades, the hotel continued to transform until eventually in 1993, the last of the original Flamingo, the Bugsy Presidential Suite, was torn down. Then, a few years ago, over $150 million was pumped into updating the Flamingo's interiors, a renovation that saw it adding more rooms, restaurants, and amenities. Today, all these changes have left us with an over 3,500 key behemoth of a hotel, and owners, Caesars Entertainment, aren't even done yet. In spring 2025, they're set to launch a massive new pool area in the hotel grounds too. The exterior of the hotel has a ton of fun stuff to explore, including a cafe, the incredible 4-acre flamingo habitat, and a monument to Bugsy Siegel himself. But once you walk in, it's a whole new universe. The lobby alone looks like an international airport, with rows of high-end shops, snack counters, and a Starbucks by the registration area. Diamond guests have a special check-in room behind 2 golden doors, while the rest of the guests must line up behind one of the many check-in kiosks. Right around the corner is the entrance to the hotel's casino, as well as a new Lisa Vanderpump restaurant, but more on that later. Booking a room here can be overwhelming, considering every room is unique in its own way. The accommodations are also spread out and accessible by limited elevators, so it may take you some time to find your way. Once you're in, however, you'll be pleasantly surprised. The rooms have gotten bigger overall since the last renovation. You can also tell that a lot of thought has gone into the interiors, which give off a retro chic vibe. The smallest rooms are roughly 350 square feet and come with a comfortable bed, tub, and flat-screen TVs. Larger rooms are also available. These come with separate seating areas, coffee machines, and a workspace. One thing to look out for is the view you're getting. Some rooms overlook the high roller and the sphere, while others overlook the wildlife habitat. I know it's a small thing to base your choice of room on, but in a hotel this big, the view from your room can really impact the kind of holiday you have. The Flamingo also has hundreds of suites, which are larger and have posh chandeliers and jets in the bathtubs. Reviews on the rooms are mixed. Some guests have complained that they had no hot water, or that their sheets were torn and stained. Others thought that the hotel was in exceptional condition and the rooms were clean and comfortable. I think that that's to be expected from a hotel of this size. So many people visit the Flamingo every single day that it's impossible for everyone to have a great experience. Also, while some rooms go for as low as $23 a night, others cost well into the hundreds. And even a difference of $20 can make a big difference in the quality of your accommodation. There are many new restaurants at the Flamingo too, 3 of which are named after people you may recognize. The first is a tribute to the hotel's founder, Bugsy and Myers. This upscale steakhouse has excellent beef, great reviews, and its own speakeasy called the Count Room. Then there's the Gordon Ramsay Burger, a strictly American experience from the popular British celebrity chef. The third name you may recognize is Real Housewife star Lisa Vanderpump, whose Pinky's by Vanderpump restaurant spans nearly 7,000 square foot of terrace area and serves up some fun cocktails and brunch options. And that's barely scratching the surface. Among the options at this massive hotel include Carlos and Charlie's Mexican food, baked goods at the Nuke Cafe, and a beach club bar and grill. And well, if you're already struggling to decide, the Flamingo Food Hall, with its dozens of additional options, isn't going to make things easier. The Flamingo Casino has the distinction of being the oldest casino still in operation on the Strip, but it isn't one of the biggest, especially when compared to those over at MGM or the Venetian. Still, the over 70,000 square foot space has enough to keep guests entertained for quite a while. There are over 55 table games and 700 slot machines to choose from, including staples like blackjack and roulette, as well as its poker derivative games. But the Flamingo hasn't always been about the casino. It's also been known for its glamorous shows, including one of the most iconic residents of all time, Wayne Newton. In 2025, the legendary performer will continue singing to his fans at his very own Wayne Newton Theater. The Flamingo Showroom, meanwhile, will feature critically acclaimed Piff the Magic Dragon and RuPaul's Drag Race Live, a production based on the Emmy-winning show. The adults-only X Burlesque show will continue too. The Flamingo's pools are currently closed for the season, but this spring there's a new pool area to look forward to. Exact plans haven't been revealed yet, but the resort seems to be giving its Go pool a massive upgrade, adding a waterfall, a lagoon, and water slides. There's also the promise of a lot more cabanas, fresh amenities, and a whole new vibe. Until this pool area is ready, you can enjoy a eucalyptus steam room or a whirlpool at the hotel spa instead. Or, you could always just go for a walk in the Flamingo's wildlife habitat, which, if I've not mentioned already, is spread across 4 acres. Look, there's a lot of opinions floating around about the Flamingo, and sure, some are valid. The rooms are hit or miss. Service isn't incredibly quick, and any guest not having hot water in 2024 is a shame. But for every bad review, you'll find at least 10 positive ones praising the exact things the other reviewers didn't like. So go ahead and take a trip this 2025.